I had applied for all 4 rounds of ticketing that FIFA had done before the World Cup, and I did not get a single ticket from FIFA. We, of course, all found out later that those who were willing to buy at higher levels were given the lower level tickets if they wanted them. So those of us who went after affordable tickets, we never had a chance. My dad told me his dream was to be able to go to one World Cup game in his life, and he never had. Well, neither had I. So we decided to go to the game, my father, my son, and I. We decided that Croatia versus Panama in Toronto would be the best choice for several factors. First, we could drive there. The drive would be a little over 6 hours. Secondly, there's a very large Croatian population in Toronto metro area, so we thought it would feel like a home game. Third, there were other Croatian events going on, so there would be other World Cup related activities besides just the game. I found an Airbnb in downtown Toronto for $460 for 2 nights. I chose it because there were 3 beds to sleep on and free parking. We bought tickets at a staggering $600 a piece on StubHub, and then those tickets were transferred to the FIFA app, which is the only way to present tickets to get into the game. Before we even left, we were already $2,260 in the hole. And at the end of this video, I've added up all of our food and drink costs, and I will share that with you as well. So on June 22nd, 2026, we drove from our home to Toronto, and what should have taken about 6 hours or 6.5 hours took longer than 7 hours to drive. We did a little exploring that night to find out where things were, and then we settled in to get ready for the game on Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026. The next morning, the 3 of us began walking to the event. My dad has a hard time walking, but we did walk in stages. So the red circle on the far left is where the Croatia House events took place. The middle red circle is Toronto Stadium, where the game was located, and the right red circle is where the FIFA fan zone was located. We walked past the FIFA fan zone because this is the first World Cup where they were charging people $20 a head to get in. It used to be free in every World Cup before this one, but now $20 a person to get into the fan zone. So we kept walking. We got to Princess Gate, which is about halfway to where we were going. When we reached Toronto Stadium, we began to run into more of our fans.
Boys, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Marcus and I'm from Canada.
And you?
My name is Lauren and I'm also from Canada. My name is Lucas and I'm also from Canada.
And you?
My name is Leo and I'm also from Canada.
Okay, who's going to win today, boys?
Croatia!
Okay, hang on. What's the score going to be?
2-0.
2-0. What's the score?
3-0.
3-0.
3-0.
3-0. Okay, who's going to score?
Baturina
Yes.
and Musa.
Musa, you know I met Baturina in person because my name's Martin, and I said, hey, Manyache. And he goes, hey, there's not a lot of us Martin left, so I'm friends with him. So Baturina and Musa are going to score. Like the last game? But what do you think? Okay, hey, hang on. Hey, let's see. What do you think about Dalic possibly starting Budimir instead of Musa? Do you like that?
Yeah.
You like starting Budimir? I would rather start Musa. You know why?
Yeah, same.
Musa reminds me a lot of Mandzukic if we only could leave him in the game. You know what I'm saying? Okay. What's your analysis?
I predicted 3-0 and Perisic is gonna score. Kramaric and Musa.
And Musa, okay, and?
Perisic,
Okay.
Modric,
Yeah.
and
Kramaric, the old timers are gonna score? Who's gonna score?
I think Perisic is going to score twice and Baturina.
And Baturina's gonna score? What if Luka Vuskovic gets one in? You think so? You think he's gonna play?
Yeah.
You guys aren't big Vuskovic fans?
I think he's going to play.
No,
Listen.
he's gonna play, but he's not gonna score.
He's not gonna score?
He's not gonna score.
No, you don't think so? He was the highest scoring defender in Bundesliga. You don't think so? All right, boys. All right. Well, listen, you've got the full analysis now. Let's see what happens.
This is Centennial Park, which is across the street from where the Croatia house was located.
This is going to be the last day to get it for crazy prices like this.
So eventually, after a long wait and lots of haggling, we got into Croatia House, and right away I found some other ličani.
There's a couple. There's one guy's got a Lichka company. He's got the whole floor fest. Yeah, he was in line behind me. He's going to be coming in here. It's like he's got the whole job. We are here at the Croatian Fest, and I found this pravi ličak. Go like a domaći. Where are you from?
Vancouver, Paris, Sveti Rok.
Sveti Rok. To je pravi ličko mjesto. And then what do you think about the game tonight? What's going to happen?
4-0. 4-0.
4-0. Everybody said 4-0 today. Who's going to score?
Perisic.
Perisic?
Pasalic.
Pasalic? Ko je Pasalic? Marko ili Mario?
Mario.
Mario?
No, Marko.
Marko će score, yeah, Marko. And then who else?
Perisic, Musa.
Yeah. Musa, uvijek Musa, yeah. Zajdni?
I don't know now.
Baturina.
Baturina, yeah.
Može. Okay, that's it right there. I didn't even catch your name. What was your name?
Peter, Petar.
Petar! That's why he's a Musa fan. That's why I'm a Musa fan too. All right, guys, have a good one.
The place started to get really packed, so to show you how many people were there, I had Super Junior Blue walk through. Then,
it's our first time in Toronto, and a lot of you don't know that we started the channel originally as a Croatian soccer card channel, and obviously Croatian Soccer News has hijacked it. My friend Stjepan here is one of the biggest Croatian collectors, and also your shorts on Facebook about collecting are absolutely hilarious. So even if you're not a Croatian card collector, you've seen his shorts on Facebook just about card collecting in general, and how we're pretty much all lunatics, right? We're all crazy lunatics who collect cards. But anyway, we met up to do a card exchange. Philip is freaking out and Philip watches every video, you know?
he does?
So
Okay.
Philip, I got
What's
your
up, Phil?
cards. I got your cards right here. I'm gonna put them on eBay before I send them to you. But anyway, what do you think about the game today?
Buddy, I hope we win. We need to win, of course. I think we should win, and I think we're going to win. I know I just said win a lot, but 2-0.
So the drinking game is, go back to the start of the video, every time he says win, you gotta take a shot of rakia and then call an ambulance.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, that's it, boys. We'll show you more from Toronto here in a minute.
So here is a good place to explain some things that did not go well. First, Croatia House charged us $70 Canadian a person to get in, which was $210 total. Then, after that, I went to buy 3 glasses of Coke and 2 beers, and that cost us another 70 Canadian. I know they need to rent a hall and there's overhead, but to me, this just felt like price gouging. Which I guess if FIFA is doing it, then everybody can, right? Honestly, the pricing was ridiculous, and I'm disappointed that we were charged what we were, especially when it was a Croatian group putting on the event. So here is a map of our only route from the Croatia House to the stadium. The red line is our route, and everything in green is what Toronto police had blocked off. As you can see, they made all of the fans go down one road and all come in one gate. And it was a total disaster. It took an hour and a half to get into the stadium. Where the route turns down to go to the stadium, they were combining the Croatian fans from Croatia House and also the Panama fans coming from the FIFA fan zone. It was a crowded mess, and honestly, disaster is a word I'm going to use a lot for this situation. Then, in the middle of this mass of humanity, they shut off the road and told everybody that they were going to have to walk towards the FIFA fan zone an additional 1.5 kilometers and go around the Toronto Equestrian Building you see here in the upper right of the map. And eventually fans just forced the barricades and made their way in. And this is a video of what that scene looked like, and it was pure madness. The whole way from the Croatia House to the Toronto Stadium, there were no bathrooms, There was no water, no place to sit, no shade, nothing. We paid $600 a ticket and we were herded and abused like cattle being led to slaughter. Honestly, it was disgusting. My dad had a hard time walking long distances and there was 0 places for him to sit down and take a break. And then adding no water or bathrooms only made the whole situation worse. Here is a map of Toronto Stadium, which normally has 7 entry gates to let in 44,000 people. FIFA decided to shut down all of those gates and let everyone into just one FIFA gate area, and then that eventually led to gates 2B and 2C. So why did they do this? Well, to make us walk through all their merchandise and drinks and other overpriced items that they had outside of the stadium. I thought the tickets were a massive ripoffs, but the ripoffs did not stop there, obviously. In Toronto Stadium, a bottle of Coke is $12, and a slightly oversized hot dog is $22. Dealing with all this nonsense really took a lot away from the game experience for me. So, in conclusion, it's been my life dream to go to the World Cup. But honestly, after all of this, I feel like FIFA not just overcharged me, but they also just treated me like trash. I really wanted this to be a magical experience, not just for me, but for my dad and my son. But everything was madly overpriced and very poorly organized. There was a big difference between this and the 3 Road to World Cup friendlies I saw. The Road to World Cup friendlies I saw, they allowed tailgating. The tickets were affordable. It was easy to get in and out of the stadium. And then I come to the actual World Cup and it's chaos. And I don't know, you guys can share your experiences with me at other stadiums, but at Toronto, it's a total mess. The lack of public bathrooms anywhere around the outside of the game was disturbing. There was only one in the corner of the Toronto Equestrian Building, and I had a couple toilets and a couple urinals. And there's nothing else for 46,000 people coming in. The lack of water stations or hydration for people of any kind. FIFA insists on having hydration breaks for the players, even though we boo them, and we booed the hydration breaks at the game. But for those of us who paid for everything, we paid for all of this, they could not put up any portable water fountain trailers, and they could not put up any porta potties. The whole time we were there, people kept asking me, are you going to Philadelphia? Are you going to Philadelphia? After everything we experienced this time, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'll be watching the games at home where the water is free and my bathroom is close at hand. I did a quick add up of our food and beverage costs. For the 3 of us, about 2 days, it was $900. I know I paid about $600 and my dad covered some meals and that was about $300. I didn't get an exact total from him, but I kind of just did the math based on what I remembered we paid. So gas was about $300. Tickets were $1,800, lodging was $460, food and drink were $900. That's the price for 3 people to go to the World Cup, $3,460. We came in on the evening, Monday evening before the game. We stayed all day Tuesday for the game, and we left first thing Wednesday morning at 7 in the morning. $3,460. And that's just too much. That is just too much, in my opinion. As we left Toronto, I saw this graffiti on the highway. And I hate to say, I agree. The World Cup is something that has been a magic moment for me my entire life. And when it was finally my turn to go, FIFA's greed and the city of Toronto's poor planning really negatively affected my experience. You can either charge top dollar or you can do a bad job and treat us like crap, but I don't think you get to do both. So for my fan experience, shame on you, FIFA.